Hi, good day, and welcome to this module on should you offer financing to your clients. Now, why does that come into the pricing strategy? Because it does impact your prices, and it impacts how you can structure your sales and also your business module. I'll tell you a few examples, and you'll find out why. Regardless of whether or not you offer financing, with a few exceptions that we're going to see, if you offer financing for your client, you should go through third party, unless you are a financing expert and you know that industry. Usually, we know our industry, and if we want to do the financing or offer financing to our client, we should go out and try to find people that are expert in that industry. That reduce our risks. There's risk of non-payment. There's all sorts of risks associated with financing. If you're not an expert in that, deal with an expert, and they will help you out. Now, here are a few examples. Credit cards. Obviously, we are so accustomed to seeing them as a mode of payment that we don't get to think about them. But you should, if you're a business owner. In another module, we talked about very small margin and credit card, sorry, will vary between 1% and 4%. That might be big. That might be very big. If you're in the food industry, your margin are very low. You might not necessarily have leeway to offer that type of payment. You might not have an option, though. If your competitor offer that, maybe you need to offer them and work on your price variable to accommodate for that. Now, there's also Interac that is becoming strong because the cost of using Interac are very low to the business owner. So, and it's also a commodity. It's very easy for your client to just get the card out and pay for the transaction. They don't have to walk around with money. They don't have to go to the teller before coming to your business, your store. So it's easier for them. So that might be one area. Another area that you might want to consider is if your clients buy a product and they walk out with the product before having paid for it. Appliance, furnitures, TVs. There's a lot of businesses that offer that, and they will offer financing and they will spread the payment over 18 months, 12 months, 24 months, fixed amount and all that. They usually will deal with outside third party to do this, and it is within their business model, and it is within their pricing strategy as well. Rather than buying a sofa at $2,000, it is 20 payments of $100. So that becomes your pricing strategy. So it does have an impact, a very big impact. In exporting, and I'm sure that it's used somewhere else, but I came to know about it through exporting. There's something that is offered to clients, which is net 30 days or early payment 2% discount. That is in-house. So there's a cost associated with floating an amount for 30 days. You give a discount, you have earlier amount into your bank account so you can make that money work for you. That is something that you could offer to your clients. Obviously, the amount can be adjusted with your industry, but this is what I've seen out there. Now, another one that is becoming more and more popular, depending where you are and what type of industry you are, is layaway. Now, layaway is a very interesting strategy that is used by mostly retail stores. What it does is you keep the item and the person will come and pay installment on the item until the item is paid in full. Now, whether or not you want to charge your client for holding on to the item, for the processing the entire thing because you have warehousing fees. That is entirely up to you. I've seen all sorts of options out there, but make sure that your layaway policies are very clear and they're very well known to your client. For example, if your client is supposed to pay for the merchandise within 6 months and he has paid 3 out of 6 payments, what happened to the merchandise after 1 year? So you have to make sure that this is known and you have policies in place because there's a few risks in there. No, not financial risk, but you can run into a problem with a client that was not aware of the policy and is not happy with the way it was dealt with. So, but that's one option that you can offer your clients. All right. Hopefully that helps you out. And as usually, if you have any questions or comments, feel free. Thank you.